4% Trader welcomes you to our introduction module on how to start your trading journey. In this free course, we will try to share our own personal experience and share step-by-step process on how you can kickstart your trading career and the basic plans to put in place before you trade with your hard-earned money. Before we proceed ahead, I request you to please read our key terms of use on the slide by pausing the video now. Or, you can also choose to read the full terms from our website. By watching this content ahead, you have agreed to all the terms of use from 4% Trader. Before we begin, let's start with a simple reality check with some of the basic questions that you must know the answer to. Simply record your answers with a simple yes or a no for each of the questions below. When you want to trade or invest in stock market, it's important to know the trading language. Here you will see some of the most basic terms used in the stock market by traders and investors. I will take a small pause here for you to read the words here and make a quick record of your answer and check if you indeed have a clear understanding of all the words shown here. I hope by now you have noted your answer, so let's move forward to the next question. Most of the people come to stock market just because they have heard that someone else made big profits in stock market, or that they are just following suggestions from their friends and relatives, or they might even have been lured by fake advertisers. I am sure that you already know that succeeding in something you really don't like, it's quite difficult. So, if you are forcing yourself to enter the market without having an honest answer on why do you want to trade or invest in the market, then you are probably setting yourself for a failure. Give yourself few seconds and think if you really know why do you want to trade. Moving ahead and continuing with the previous point, if I tell you that you can get 100% returns in the market every year with little risk, I am sure that most of you will be interested to join me. This is the most common trap used by almost everyone to lure a new investor or new trader in the market. Just search for the average returns of Nifty or how much percent return an average trader makes in a year. What is called a good year for a trader? It's somewhere around 10% to 20% only. Sound quite low, right? Since professionals operate with large capital, this return is more than enough for them. Now, take a step back and check what are your returns expectation from each of the different asset classes. Is it realistic? And most importantly, do you have the confidence that you can do it? This should be simple answer for you, and don't worry if the answer is no. This is indeed the right time to correct it. It's not uncommon for a new trader to think in terms of profits only, but not spend a single minute thinking about potential losses in trading. Whereas, a professional always thinks about the risk or losses first. They know that if they can manage their risks, they will eventually end up in profits. Let's say you want to start trading with a capital of 2 lakhs, which is not a small amount by any means. If worst comes to worst, how much capital you are willing to lose in trading? Would you be able to sleep peacefully if you lose 20%, 40%, 50%, or even 80% of your capital? Take a pause and think about it. This situation will come for you someday, and you should be ready on what to do in such a case. Would you quit, take a pause, or go back and learn from your mistakes? Lastly, if you are a new enthusiastic trader or investor, you will probably need to invest a bit more time in learning and understanding the markets. There will be good days, bad days, and worst days. It may be few months before you truly start to understand the market movements. Are you willing to grind through this? Again, take a pause for a while and record your answer. By no means, this is an extensive list of questions to think about before you jump into the market. My only intent behind this is to simply trigger some thoughts in your mind before we share our personal experience with you on how you can approach and start your trading career. So, let's go ahead and look at the key steps that you can follow in a systematic and disciplined manner to kickstart your trading career. There are tons of information available in internet on almost all the topics related to stock market. And I am not surprised to see a new trader confused on where to start. An excellent place to start is Zerodha Varsity. Not only it is absolutely free, but also it is one of the simplest and easiest ebook and videos available to understand the complete basics of stock market, learn fundamental and technical analysis, candlesticks, risk management rules, etc. I only have couple of advices here for you. First, take regular notes and write important points to remember as you read through the ebooks. Second, be open to revisit certain chapters again, probably after few weeks or months, and you will be amazed to find something new again. And lastly, do not dive into futures and options chapters soon, leave it for the very end, even if it means few months. Get yourself comfortable with the equity part first. Once you know the stock market lingo, you must then focus your attention to understand the price action happening in the stock and read the charts. For this, I will strongly recommend you to start with candlesticks first. You can buy or get this book from anywhere and keep it with you. The only caution here is not to try and master all the candlestick patterns you see. Always remember that none of the candlestick pattern is perfect. In fact, they work 50 to 70% of the time only. So, my advice would be to start with few basic patterns first, such as hammer or hanging man, engulfing candles, piercing pattern, etc. Master it, rather than chasing more complex patterns such as head and shoulders, etc. So just pick up these 5 to 6 simple candlestick patterns and invest next few months applying them in live charts and practicing them. At this stage, it's all about understanding the candlestick patterns and observe their behavior in real market situation and build confidence. Trust me, you can easily find plenty of trade using these patterns alone. Personally, I only know 12 candlestick patterns, but I have spent most of time trying to master these patterns on when to use, where to use, and how to use it. And that's more than enough for me. Or probably even for you. The most common question a new trader asks is, which eye is the most accurate tool and indicator for trading? So the very first message I want to land with all of you is that there is no perfect technical indicator or tool. Every technical tool works, and every technical tool fails in the stock market. As every indicator is derived from the stock prices, or volume, or even both, they are always lagging in nature. At best, some of them can be used as an approximate prediction tool. Also, there is no single indicator which works in all market conditions, sideways or trending. Each one of them has their own strengths and weaknesses. Key is to learn when and how to use them correctly. Also, many new traders make the mistake of using similar kind of tools and indicators in their analysis. For example, if one indicator is telling you about trend strength, then don't use another indicator giving you the same view. Rather, focus more on using complementing tools and indicators to get a complete view on the stock, such as price action, trend, volatility, etc. So, some of the relatively easier technical analysis tool that you can learn from anywhere are as follows. Start with trend lines first. It is the most simplest tool to understand on what the stock is doing. Is it going up, going down, moving sideways, or that which is a stronger trend line, and which is a valid trend line, etc. If you know how to draw trend lines correctly, then you will be easily able to identify the potential turning points in the stock. These are known as support and resistance areas in technical analysis. There are a lot of variations and indicators that use moving averages in one form or the other. But the simple or an exponential moving average is still one of the most powerful tools available to a trader. It can easily help you identify or complement the trend strength, support and resistance areas too. My only advice is try not to explore various time periods for moving averages, just stick to the standard ones available, especially when you are starting. You simply can't trade any security without having a view on volatility of the stock. There are different types of volatility used in market, such as implied volatility, true volatility, etc. But the simplest way to look at it is via the Bollinger Bands. Along with stock prices, the other core data a trader needs to watch out is the traded volume in the stock. It can give you big insights on the quality of movement in the stock. Lastly, just pick up a couple of indicators and try to go deep into it. Start with the basics, understand the maths behind them. How do they work? In which situation they work? When do they don't work? And how to use them together with price action or other tools. Do not look for any fancy indicator at the beginning. Choose whatever you feel is simple to work with. Whatever you do, just don't try to learn everything in one go. Take your time, practice it daily, and just focus on mastering it. If you follow our weekly videos on analysis of Nifty, Bank Nifty, and key stocks in our YouTube channel, you will notice that all the trading ideas are purely based on price action of the stock, location of moving averages WRT its current market price, and a couple of complementing indicators only. The key is to keep it simple and not complicate it. Once you know and understand the set of tools and indicators you want to use, the next step is to write down clear rules on when, where, what, and how you are going to use them in trading. For example, if you want to use support and resistance as your primary tool to plan a trade, then you must know how will you identify the support or resistance area properly? How will you confirm whether the marked area is strong or a weak one? Which time frame will you use for marking the support and resistance areas for different kind of trading style? These are all the questions, and maybe even more, that you should clearly know the answer to before entering the market. If you don't know how to use any of the technical analysis tool correctly, then you will simply keep struggling in your trading and eventually quit. In our courses section, you will find a short recap video on some of the technical analysis tools that we use at 4% Trader, with clear set of rules on when to use them, how to use them, when not to use them, and finally on how can these tools be combined together to identify high probability trading opportunities. Remember, whatever happens, we never break our rules to fit a trade. If we are not convinced, or if we get conflicting signals from our analysis, we simply do not trade. This step is crucial to your performance as a trader, and also in developing your trading systems later, and also to identify the right stocks to trade in a right way. So, do give a lot of attention on going deep to understand a few selected tools and indicators rather than going wide and learning many. This is the number one question chased by many new traders. What is your trading system? And how accurate is it? For a newbie, it can be difficult to build their own trading system, but if you are really unable to build one by yourself, then just get yourself a professional help or enroll yourself in a good course to learn one. After few years of experience, I am sure that you can build a good trading system for yourself too. In case you do want to create your own trading system, then I suggest you to start with support and resistance as the core of your trading system, and use rest of the tools around it to complement your trade setup. For example, if you want to go short on a particular stock at a particular level, check if other tools are also supporting your initial view based on support and resistance. If the answer is yes, then just execute it, else leave it and move ahead to the next stock. You must stick to one trading system for at least few months or 100 trades to observe its performance. Thereafter, if you are 100% sure that the trading system is indeed not working for you, switch to another one or improvise the current system. In case you do take a professional course, after doing your due diligence, do some paper trading yourself first, then with real money, using a small risk per trade, observe your trading performance, identify your mistakes, and keep repeating it unless you have built enough confidence in the trading system. Whatever trading system you eventually decide to follow, you must know under what conditions it will work and when it won't work. You should also have trading systems that cover all kinds of market situations. Lastly, do not get trapped in by the accuracy of the trading system alone. There are a lot of other parameters to check as well in a good trading system before you can use it. All the successful traders have one common trait: they will always have a trading plan and the risk management process in place before executing any trade. Before you enter into the market, it's essential that you also put both of them in place. This will act as a guiding principle for you and will also protect you from blowing up your capital. We have a separate video on trading plan, absolutely free, that you can watch for details, but in short, trading plan is all about your own long-term roadmap in trading. It starts with the most basic question on why do you want to enter the market in the first place? Do you want to be a trader or an investor or both? What exactly do you want to trade, equity or derivatives or currency? How are you going to improve your trading performance? Which exact data will you use for it? What is your short-term and long-term goal in trading or investing? What percentage returns and profit levels you want to achieve and by how much time? Do you have a clear written rules and process in place to arrive at your entry, stop loss and target price for your trades? What will be the position size for your trades? Will it always be the same for every trade you take? Moving ahead, again, we have a separate video on risk management, absolutely free, that you can watch for details on what exactly it is. Your risk management plan will tell you some of the core principles to put in place while trading or investing. If you indeed implement it, you will remove more than 90% of unnecessary risk from your trading. Whatever risk principles you put in place, such as risk per trade, or minimum risk is to reward you need to execute a trade, everything should be included in your trading plan. You must optimize your trading plan for best performance over long term. Do not focus only on accuracy, but also watch out for max drawdown, Sharpe ratio, losing stakes, etc. Many professionals have rules in place on when they are not allowed to trade. For example, if you are in a winning streak for 10 trades, chances are that you may blow up the next trade badly. So take a break from market for few days. Similarly, if your trading system is not permitting you to trade, don't bend the rules, just stay away from trading. If you have a mentor or someone you follow in YouTube channel, try to connect with them and get their feedback on how you can improve and the mistakes you are doing. Most of the time, if you record your trades properly, with discipline, you would be able to figure out your mistake easily. Anyways, whatever you do, please have the trading plan and risk management plan in place before trading. It may seem like far-fetched statement at this moment, but after a while, this step alone will differentiate you as a successful trader. Coming to our last step now. Another trait of a successful trader is record keeping. I still have my personal trading record for last 8 years. We also publish our trading ideas performance on our website for the past 1 year. I understand that you may feel spending time on filling up lot of details for all the trades is a waste of time, but trust me, this is the easiest and most efficient way to improve your trading performance. It's like your own report card that you can't cheat with or find fault with because you are the one who made it. When you are starting your trading career, it's best to capture lot more details for your trades, including your emotional balance and a screenshot of the trade you took. You can shorten the parameters to record once you get more experience, but keep recording it nevertheless. Have a plan on when do you want to review your journal, how you want to review, and how will you incorporate the learnings into your trading. We have few templates readily available for you to use in case you wish to, and you can definitely modify it to suit your requirements. Most of the analysis is automated, giving you key numbers, facts and figures for you to review. I can't stress enough on how critical it is to monitor your trading performance for improvement. Just do it for now. I can personally vouch on the immense benefit I have garnered just because I monitored my trade. At 4% Trader, we record each and every trade before entering it and then fill in the rest of the details after closing it. If you indeed follow all the previous steps, then I assure you that you are in a very good place to start your trading journey. Let's look at some of the other key points to keep in mind while you actually start to trade in the market. Most people are very nervous to see the performance of their trade with every tick and are continuously glued to the screen with the emotions running high. As a part of your trading plan, you have already defined the risk per trade you are comfortable with, right? So you already know what is your maximum loss in the trade, and that is indeed the worst outcome of your trade, so relax. When you are trading, it's important not to have similar type of trades set up for a day, that is only the buy trades or only the sell trades. Always have a mix of both for best trading outcome. Do not try to predict what the market will do and take shortcuts to trade. For example, if your trading plan says you to exit the trade after 30 minutes in a scalping trade, just exit. If your trade has either hit the stop loss or your target, then you should get out of the trade or trail your stop loss as per your trading plan. Don't trade on optimism that somehow a losing trade will give turn profitable, or that a profitable trade will keep giving more profits. Just follow your personal trading plan and risk management process you have made. I completely understand that it's difficult to keep emotions in check while trade is on. But as long as the emotional turbulence doesn't lead you to break your trading plan, it's fine. Remember, both profit and loss are part of the trading business. If you can't take losses, then you won't be profitable either in long run. Last but not the least, be open to learn from your mistakes, but don't keep changing your trading plan very often, unless it's absolutely necessary. Remember, the worst that can happen in the trade is your stop loss being hit, that's all. So don't worry too much about it, just stick to your trading plan, and you will succeed. We can keep defining a lot more guidelines, but if you really follow previously discussed steps and guidelines, I think you should be off to a good start to your trading career. Nevertheless, let me summarize the steps and few other processes to implement for fast-tracking your progress. First, never trade any asset class you don't understand, just stay away. Your initial experience can have a big impact on you, especially if you lose a lot of capital. If you are a beginner in trading, it's best to start with equities rather than derivatives. Always start small, learn, and then only go big. Like I had mentioned before, don't change your trading system too often. If you test it properly upfront and have optimized it correctly, just focus on practicing and implementing it. It's also good to choose a broker who provides you the facility to enter a cover order, wherein you can at least place your entry and stop-loss price levels together. This way, you can never lose more than what you have signed off for, and it also keeps your emotions in check. To make charts literally speak to you, try to make the habit of scanning the Nifty 200 stocks on daily basis while selecting and shortlisting the stocks to trade. If you are not trading good, then you might be tempted to search for accurate trading systems, and in the process, you may get trapped with fake systems and fake advisors. Anything new is difficult to master, but if you give it enough time, stay disciplined, I am confident that you would be able to succeed in the stock market and make consistent profits. With this, we have come to the end of this module, and I really hope that you liked it. Please do rate the content and feel free to drop in your comments, questions, or any other feedback you may have in the comments section of our website. Happy learning at 4% Trader, and bye for now.